Everyone, and welcome to week 3 of EveryBODY Yoga. So, the past couple of weeks, we have been focusing on an upper body release and a lower body release. Today, we turn our attention a little bit more inside, and today we'll be focusing on self compassion and loving kindness towards self. So, we'll be doing some heart openers, chest openers, and also some heart supporting postures as well. And so for any props that you may need, I invite you to have a bolster present. And if you don't have a bolster, that's totally okay. You can have a large pillow. You might even stuff a couple of pillows into one pillowcase to get a couple of pillows inside for extra lift and support. And if you don't have the big pillows, if you don't have the bolster, you can always have blankets as well and can stack a few blankets on top. And this will be for postures that we are lying down in, and that can be supportive to you. And one reason we're focusing on self-compassion today is a lot of times we can go through life with our inner critic, and our inner critic is developed really beginning in childhood, but it could also be into adulthood where either relationally or culturally we have internalized these voices of guilt, of shame, and of criticism. But the good news is we can change that inner critic. We can change our internal dialogue and the voice inside to the voice of truth and of love and of kindness and the true voice of yourself. Along with that, I want to congratulate you because even just showing up to this practice and choosing to participate is in and of itself an act of self-love, self-nurturance, and self-compassion. So whenever you're ready, I invite you to hop onto your mats, get any props that you might need. You'll see I have a couple of blocks here as well, and you're welcome to have blocks. They're not required. And whenever you feel ready, we can get started. And as you settle in, as you become ready, I invite you to come to a comfortable seated posture. And this could be one leg in front of the other. It could be your cross-legged. Or if you have a practice of it, you might even want to take a half lotus here, whatever feels most comfortable as we turn our attention to the present moment and our attention inside. And as we do this, you're welcome to begin to close your eyes or just soften the eyes if that feels okay for you today. You might find your hands resting in your lap or on your knees with palms up or down. I invite you to allow your tailbone to become heavy as you root down through both sitting bones. Your spine to become tall as you lift through the crown of your head. And your breath to become fuller and steadier as you inhale towards the belly and all parts of your lungs. And as you exhale slowly. You might take a couple of full breaths in and out like this. You might even take a full breath in, counting to a slow count of 4, and a full breath out to a count of 4, 5, or maybe even 6. And as you breathe, regulate your breath. I invite you to bring both hands over your heart here. Coming to this space of self-nurturance and self-soothing touch, just allow yourself to notice what this feels like to you. It might feel really nice, really soothing, comforting. It could also feel really unfamiliar, kind of strange, kind of weird. Whatever it is for you, just begin to notice that without judgment, curiosity and compassion. You might even notice your heartbeat here. Self-compassion, as explained by Kristen Neff, known as a pioneer in the field of self-compassion research, has three components, and that's self-kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness. And we will explore all three of those concepts today in our practice. To start, I invite you to allow yourself to come up with an intention, and that intention might be self-compassion, using self-compassion towards yourself, loving kindness. It might be to learn or grow or be open to what's to come. It could be something unique to you today. Just allow that intention, value, and focus to come to your mind. Breathe into that and allow it to be your heart focus as we move and breathe. And I invite you to use a few of these affirmations. And an affirmation is something you can repeat in your mind as I speak them out loud. Notice how each one may or may not resonate with you. And collect the ones that truly speak to your heart today. I am loved. I am made to love and be loved. I am made perfect in love. Love casts out all fear. I am accepted as I am. I am enough. I allow myself to be and breathe, knowing that that is enough. I have purpose, value, and intention in this life. I was made for a time such as this. As you become ready, I invite you to take a full breath in and perhaps sigh it out through your mouth. And you can release your hands down to your lap. And from here, I invite you to inhale both arms up towards the sky. Maybe you lift your gaze. Notice how that feels in the shoulders and back body as you press the palms together and bring the hands down to heart center. Good. Inhale, lift the palms up again. Exhale, open the arms wide down by the sides. From here, we'll begin to inhale the right arm up. Exhale to come into a side bend over to the left side. As you ground and anchor through both sitting bones, including the outer one that likes to lift up a bit here, I invite you to inhale as you open the heart a little bit more to the sky, open the shoulder, exhale to round the back body and reach towards the left diagonal. Inhale, you're going to open up again. Exhale, lower. You might even picture this as an opening and receiving, as expansion, and then as a nurturance on the bow forward. and acceptance. Great. We're going to circle the arms back through the center. Inhale, lift them both up again. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, open the arms down by the sides. Lift the opposite arm up. Side bend over to the right. So left arm is up and reaching over to the right side. You might notice that stretch happening in the outer left hip, in the side body. And then you can move through 3 times, opening as you inhale the heart, closing the heart as you reach forward, and exhale. Moving through that at your time and pace. Great. This time when you are complete, you can lift up, but you're going to lift up over to the right side, coming into your twist with left fingers to the right knee. Back arm can come straight back behind you. You might even lift the arm up a little bit for that heart opening. You can also bend the elbow, flip the palm, and take your arm behind your low back. 2 full breaths in and out here. And then we'll open the arms nice and wide, almost like you're going to give a nice big hug to the front wall, and then circle this over to a side twist to the left. Same options apply in your back arm. You might take it straight back or come around the low back or even open it out to the side wall. Great, we'll come right back through the center. Open the arms nice and wide, big hug to the front wall, and then hands come together at the heart space. Great, we're gonna switch whatever leg is in front or on top here. And then as you inhale and settle in the sitting bones again, you're gonna reach the arms up, straight up into the air. As you exhale, arms are gonna open wide. You're gonna take the fingers behind the low back, intertwine the fingers, and draw the knuckles down and back as you broaden through the collarbones, drawing the shoulder blades closer together. Good. Breathe here. You can even explore a few neck stretches here in this heart opening posture. Maybe your chin drops and you get a nice stretch in the back of the neck. You might even take your chin side to side, getting towards the side of the neck. Pausing on any areas needing a little extra love and attention today. And then you can even explore lifting the chin, opening through your throat. One more breath and moment here. And at your time, you can release the knuckles down, unintertwine the fingers, shake out the wrists if you need that. Maybe do a couple of wrist rolls forward and back and around. And then I invite you to bring your pillow, bolster, or blankets, whichever you chose, right in front of you. If you don't have a prop, that's okay. You can do this without the prop. We're going to come into a child's with big toes touching, knees to outer edges of the mat. And if you have a pillow or bolster, you can just bring that closer towards you. Begin to walk the hands down, and you're going to lie the heart and the belly down towards the support beneath you. And come into a supported child's here. You might rest one side of your face on the bolster. And just begin to allow your heart to melt here, your low back to release as much as it can today. Allow the heart to be supported and cared for. We'll be here for several moments and several breaths. Allow your exhale to give you permission to melt down into the support beneath you even more. And just like with our affirmations, I'll be reading a loving kindness meditation. I invite you to offer these words to yourself here today. May I be happy and healthy. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I feel connected and calm. May I love and be loved. Your face is resting on one side. You might just begin to change the direction of where your face is lying. So same posture, but just flipping your head in the other direction as we read this loving kindness meditation again. May I be happy and healthy. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I feel connected and calm. May I love and be loved. I invite you to take about 4 to 5 more slow breaths here. And as you become ready, you can begin to walk your hands back up as you lift the upper body. And you can take your prop or your bolster pillow over to the side. And then we're going to come up into our tabletop. As you come to tabletop, you might bring wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Really lift through the back body, through the core as you take hips side to side. If you have a practice of cat-cow, you're welcome to move through those rounds by expanding through the heart as you lift through the crown of the head. And then tucking in the heart, tucking in the tailbone. And feeling free to move through those rounds on your own. Expansion in the heart. And then curling and cradling in towards the heart. Continue to follow your breath, a natural rhythm today. One more full round wherever you find yourself. And then when complete, I invite you to tuck in the toes, curl them under. You might even knead them like a kitty cat side to side. And then root down through the balls of the feet. As you begin to walk the hands forward, coming into our heart melting posture. You can release the head and forehead down to the mat if that's comfortable. And breathe towards the back body here. Wonderful. Begin to walk the hands back. Lift yourself up from this posture. And then begin to walk the hands over to the right side, holding down here. And then over towards the left side. Great. We'll come right back through the center. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. And then I invite you to take the hands, a full handprint forward, and begin to scoop the heart forward into cobra. Now you can lower down into cobra as low to the mat as you need, and then begin to broaden the collarbones here, and then shift back, coming into your form of child's. And you might do that once more, shifting the heart forward as much as you can today, and then scooping the hips back. As you shift the heart forward once again, I invite you to bring knees under the hips. You can bring your blocks forward if you know you need those, or you can keep your hands on the mat. And then we're going to stretch the left foot and left leg back and step it forward into our low lunge. Good. As you come to low lunge, really level down through the hips. And then I invite you to lift the hands to the heart space. Full breath in and out here. Great. And then we're going to take the left forearm to the top of the thigh and open up the right arm behind us. From here, you might even reach the right arm up and over. You might settle in a little more in the hips. Once again, open up that arm towards the back. And then we'll bring both hands forward to the heart space and right back down to blocks or the mat. Great. We're going to shift the hips back for a moment. Draw the toes towards you. Coming to low runner's lunge. Getting any motion in the front foot that you need. And then we can shift back forward to low lunge. Step the front foot back, and we'll take this to the other side. So stretching out the right leg behind you right before stepping it forward into your low lunge. Settle in, ground through the front foot, all four corners of it, sides, front, and back. And then you can bring hands to the heart space. And then drop the right forearm to the top of the right thigh as you stretch the left arm back. Broaden through the collarbones here. Breathe. You might even lift the left arm up and over. And then reach the top arm back again. And both hands can come down to the blocks. Take the hips back, draw the toes towards you. Any motion you need in the front foot or ankle. And then we'll walk this forward, rock it forward again. Step the front foot back, realign yourself here, and take a full child's down towards the mat. Big toes touching, arms reaching forward, rest the forehead. Take this time as you need. And whenever you feel ready, you can walk the hands back, lift up from child's, and begin to settle in towards the back body. So as you come into the back body, I'm going to have your prop, your bolster, pillow, or blankets handy. And as you bring your prop behind you, you can bring it to the low back and begin to lower down the spine. So this is bringing you into a heart opening posture. So as you allow the back to settle in, your legs can be in several variations. You might stretch the legs long, allowing the toes to fall open. You might bring soles of the feet together. You might even just have your feet walking to the outer edges of your mat, allowing your knees to fall in towards one another. Whatever you choose, just begin to settle in there. Hands can be at the sides, fingers at ease. As you steady and deepen your breath, and just allow yourself several moments here in this restorative and supportive posture, just to be at ease. To picture in your mind that gracious, loving kindness, the presence of love in your life, knowing and remembering you are loved, you are valued and valuable. When we take a self-compassion break, we name where we are. And so I invite you to just name where you are here, whether it's a place of acceptance or suffering. Name what you're going through. If it's suffering, you might state, this is a moment of suffering, or this is a moment of ease. And know that what you're going through, tying in our common humanity, what you're going through is not unique, is not an isolated situation, and you are not alone. Others have gone before you, others will come behind you. Others can relate to you. Others can understand what you're going through. We are not alone. And then you might begin to offer self-kindness to yourself. Remember, you have done the best you can in any given situation with what you've been given, what you've had, and what you've known. You can accept how you learn and grow and transform. I invite you to name in your mind a statement or a phrase of self-kindness here. If you're comfortable here, you may choose to stay here. You can also begin to roll over to one side to lift off of any prop you are using to begin to settle into our final resting form. And this might be your traditional Shavasana with arms and legs outstretched on the mat. It could also be turning to one side, coming to that place of self nurturance as you cradle around your heart. Whatever form feels most restful to you, just begin to take that. Begin to steady your breath. Begin to release any additional tension you might find between your eyebrows. Begin to soften the muscles around your eyes and cheekbones. You might release your jaw away from the roof of your mouth and allow your head and shoulders to be heavy. Let your heart space be nurtured, cared for, and held tenderly in this space. And your belly space soft and unrestricted. Allow your arms and legs to be completely supported here. And your hands and fingers, feet and toes, effortless and at ease as we practice the art of sacred rest and of surrender. I invite you to slowly begin to deepen your breath. And to make any slight motion that may be comfortable to you, such as wiggling fingers or toes, or taking your head slowly side to side.
You're welcome to stay as you are for several more moments. Or if you're not there already, you can begin to turn over to either side of your body, resting your ear on your arm, cradling around your heart center. And whenever you're ready, you can begin to lift yourself up, returning to a comfortable seated position as we draw our hands together at our heart center. We invite you to take a final full breath in here and full breath out. Take a moment to recall our intention shared of self-compassion and loving kindness, as well as any other intention or heart focus that you may have set for your practice today. And then begin to reflect on how you can take these with you on your journey off the mat. How you can turn these intentions and values into your committed action. Maybe that's being more kind to yourself, softening your inner critics, taking a self-soothing or self-nurturing activity or form of touch, like our hands over our heart. Whatever it is for you, just allow that to come to your mind. And may loving kindness and self-compassion follow you even after our practice today. May you be happy and healthy. May you be calm and connected. May you love and be loved. I thank you for sharing this practice with me today. And grace and peace be with you always. Shalom and namaste.